Can I offer a bit of a tangent?
Yes.
It's going to be related to Windows 10, your second favorite
Okay.
topic when Windows desktop OSs are concerned. While we were discussing these Windows 11 updates and while people were downloading them, installing them, testing them, whatnot, Microsoft did one thing on Windows 10 as well last week, which I have to say pissed me off to no end, which was to disable Internet Explorer.
Yes.
Okay, you know that I'm not a fan of Internet Explorer by no stretch of anyone's imagination, but that application is highly usable for, in my life at least, in 3 or 4 very, very specific use cases. The first one, as I'm sure you know, is when you're dealing with Microsoft Windows-based certificate authority. It almost doesn't work in any other browser. But let's say that that's an exception. So let's say that that's not relevant. The second thing, a lot of the networking switches, especially fiber channel ones, really do not work in anything that's newer and need something older, preferably running Java for Switch Explorer applications that are written in Java, etc. That almost never works in anything that's not Internet Explorer. For some of the network system admins, storage admins, this might be a big thing. So that's, let's say, semi-useful thing. The third thing, which I'm sure that you are going to feel as well, and you are going to be pissed off by that, is if you want to use some of the, let's say, HP, Lenovo, whatever, remote consoles, you do not want an Edge or Firefox or Chrome or Opera or anything like that. You want Explorer, especially in HP, which uses that ILO thingy, because only in ILO you can do certain things with, let's say, quality of service. Let's call that way. You know how in ILO you can, for example, mount a remote ISO file and
Yes,
deploy.
yes. No,
Yeah.
you require Java there.
No, you don't. It's not about Java. The ILO version that I'm referring to is .NET based. It has nothing to do with Java and only works in Internet Explorer properly. If you use that version, if you want to deploy something, it's Formula 1 compared to the others. If you use the JavaScript version or HTML5, if you really want to go off the rails and like crash something, then that takes 5 to 10 times more. There are very slow consoles for those sorts of applications. Let alone, I'm not even discussing the switches and whatnot, because the killing of Internet Explorer there means that somebody is going to have to learn the CLI. But here,
Yes, but the problem is, I'm going to stop you because I have to.
I don't care that you're going to stop me. I can go on.
Yes, you can go on, but this is just ranting because I'm going to say. You are talking about basically high-end switches or enterprise switches, because basically whatever was
Or any
back
server.
then. Yes, or any server, but this is enterprise level equipment.
Yes.
But there is a lot of equipment that is basically directly consumer end equipment.
Yeah.
For example, cheap IP cameras, cheap IP systems for
NASs, switches, whatever.
NASs, switches, and so on. But usually the cheap IP cameras. This is the first thing that comes to mind, because they didn't even upgrade to .NET. They are using the ActiveX controls that even Internet Explorer right now is
Incapable of running.
The Internet Explorer that is working is recommending not to use.
Yeah, you need to use some kind of very old, like version 9 or 8 or 7 or something.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
So, but basically, this is one thing that I'm trying to say. We were talking about how to reuse old hardware. This is a little bit of obsolescence problem, because you are going to get hardware that is a couple of years old. Okay, it was cheap, but if my camera works, why should I throw away my camera because I cannot get the image out of it in my browser? And a lot of people are using the cameras from the browser. So why should a company like Microsoft make my camera obsolete?
Actually,
and the other thing that is actually bothering me, why should any application become obsolete unless it's an extreme security thing? And this extreme security thing that is going to come up as a Microsoft answer to everything is something that people can be warned about.
Yes.
Because I can download Firefox, whatever, 1.0, and use it. It's going to be old as hell, but it's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot use all the versions of Edge,
Mm-hmm.
or all the versions of Internet Explorer,
You can.
because Microsoft is specifically trying to forbid.
Yeah, you can. But that's
Okay.
actually what I wanted to say. The only way around this, for both you and me and many other people who are going to be affected by this, is obvious. You keep around your old Windows 7 or Windows 8.1 virtual machine or refurbished computer or something, preferably VM because that's the easiest thing. You keep the old Edge or keep the old Internet Explorer there, and everybody's happy. But still, it's far from being user friendly.
I'm going to just do a quick rant that is completely state dependent, and I'm going to say that here we had a lot of problems as system admins with different state-based services, because in different companies, I'm going to try to be nice here and not name anybody, but I'm going to just say that a lot of communication with the local bureaucracy
And banking solutions as well.
and banking solutions, but local bureaucracy required you to use solutions that were basically directly incompatible with different banking softwares. So a lot of companies that had to do accounting, taxes, and different communication channels to the state had to use virtual machines in order to be able to use the different solutions that the state required you to use. And they usually require you to use either Internet Explorer or nothing. Because all of them basically said we are going to make this work on Internet Explorer, since Internet Explorer is going to be the one browser that is going to outlive the cockroaches. So basically, this was the idea of the using Internet Explorer. So they didn't care. They just said that this is compatible with Internet Explorer. That's it. Now all of those machines are obsolete, and we have come to a point where you need a couple of helpers. I'm not going to say one, a couple of helpers to make this this sketchy pile of software that somebody calls middleware, but I'm not going to use this word. I'm not happy with what the middleware for using different applications in for communicating with the state bureaucracy has become. Because middleware for me is a single application or a single layer that provides a unique or normal way of applications communicating.
That's all good.
If the middleware requires you to update 7 different elements of different applications, 3 of them done by a certain company that was state managed, and the rest of them being commercial applications that need to be redone, updated completely separately, it's a hell to administer. And now we are losing one tool that was helpful in this in this administration.
I completely agree with you. Nothing to add.
So let's count your updates. So Internet Explorer being discontinued, extremely bad.
Windows 10, yes. Sniping tool.
Sniping tool, as I said, meh.
Yeah. Okay, Notepad. Cool.
Meh.
Nah, it's usable. Come on.
I have Notepad++ that has been doing this for the last many years.
You spoiled man.
Yes. Okay.
Search filter in Windows Task Manager.
Okay, can be useful.
Okay. Energy recommendations. Meh.
Not even meh. It's. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, meh derivative.
Is it going to be upgraded to meh right now? No.
Okay, AI engine with Azure Active Directory with search. If done properly.
If done properly, yes. But right now, I'm highly skeptical.
You always are.
My biggest problem that I have right now is that I'm highly skeptical that any AI is going to be done properly, because right now it seems that people are trying to push as many AI-enabled features as possible. So everything needs to get an AI into
Of
it.
course, it's the keyword of today.
Okay, so
That's it.
okay, you haven't made me happy.
That was not my intention.
And with that, I'm going to finish here.
Me too.
Bye.
See ya.